Before women call men ugly, remember that 90% of your beauty can be taken off with a wet wipe. Men's minds are like waffles. Everything goes neatly into its own compartment. It's neat, it's organized, and nothing bleeds over or touches anything else. Our thought system is very compartmentalized and easy to follow if you can think logically. On the other hand, women's minds are like a pile of spaghetti. Everything touches everything. Everything is cross-wired, and sometimes there are overloads and you women cry or freak out for no reason. It's a wonder that it doesn't happen more often. Then the ultra-men-hating left-wing feminists proclaim that women think better and do things better than men, but in fact, with all the cross-wiring, they don't. They generally end up fighting with each other, whereas men can coalesce together and make something. We are by design made to complement one another. Men, in being so logical, have a tendency to separate themselves emotionally, whereas women reintroduce us to that and can show us a more abstract approach to life in general. Good men value peace and stability at home. They don't want to handle their partner. They don't want to argue. They don't want to fight constantly for their relationship. They don't want to have to look constantly if their partner is going for someone better. Men are willing to fight for their families, not with their families. If you look at old photos, men and women used to date their equals. I saw a photo of a bunch of men and women out on a date night at a big restaurant back in the 1940s, and I swear most of the guys were average looking. Some were even a bit ugly, but they all had a woman with them at their table of similar attractiveness. Nowadays, those men can't get a date, and those women are all smashing Chad, then being dumped and traumatized. It's hard to think the old way didn't work better for everyone. Modern women wear their emotional issues as a badge of courage. Find me a woman who doesn't see a therapist, isn't on 20 medications, and isn't going around bragging about it. Many, seemingly, are addicted to drama and attention, which is likely one of the reasons why they all flock to the same trends and then pretend that they are unique or strong and independent. And they don't see their choices or lives as lies because they have adopted their truth. It's just social coddling like children. Fantasy. Tell them what they want to hear, treat them like babies, and tell them they are simultaneously strong and independent. If marketers or celebrities made it cool to cut off their genitals, they would probably do it as well. In fact, it's happening today. Men have had a similar story with women throughout their lives. The girl we spent time chasing didn't want us. Meanwhile, they slept around, dated around, may have even gotten married once, or dated someone you knew. Then, for whatever reasons, valid or invalid, she's single again, and swings back around to you because suddenly, she recognized who you truly were all along. But by then, she's damaged goods. Why would anyone want a used car when they could continue saving for a brand new one? When you finally understand female nature, your heart might get broken, and you start to question everything you were raised to believe, but you'll be free. You have no idea how over the years I've come across some delusional women. We men can have our moments as well, but getting humbled forces us to accept reality and move on with our lives. I think society has a very unhealthy, dismissive culture when it comes to modern dating. Far too many materialistic people trying to live a champagne lifestyle on lemonade money, and the sense of entitlement is alarming. I think both genders are guilty of this, but the stratospheric demands being put on potential dating partners is extreme and mostly unrealistic. Everybody seems to want, without actually earning anything. We live in a strange world, and it worries me to think about what things will be like for the next generation. One message I would give all young women is that beauty is not found in makeup or fillers. Beauty is from within. A good heart and pleasant thoughts will radiate through your smile. Women have been brainwashed into believing a beauty standard that is an industry making money from it. I am all too aware of women's general at best indifference towards me, which has over time turned my heart colder than the event horizon of a black hole toward relationships with women. That is why I and a growing number of men no longer bother. We are not interested in chasing women who never have and never will want us. We are going our own way because we realize our own value as men. Value that is intrinsic to each of us and has nothing to do with what women think of us. Ladies understand that after a certain point, we just don't care. So, Expecting men you ignored through their 20s, 30s, and beyond, only for you to come to them later to be overjoyed, is delusional. We don't want to be the last men to be with you. Social media has definitely screwed up a lot of points of view. Like somewhere along the way, the fake Kardashian look became the thing to strive for. Meanwhile, that look is so ugly. So many younger people are getting work done to look like them, or believe getting work done is normal in the way, but it really just makes them ugly and undesirable. If one flooded the internet with AI-generated chads who were wildly successful, and then paired up those AI chicks on the internet with them, most of these chicks on the internet would think it was real, and start believing that the real chads were average and start chasing AI dudes on Instagram. They would spend 10 years never meeting these men and still believe they were real. It's true that social media and dating apps have destroyed women. They only date the hottest guys through dating apps, who are also dating whoever women they want, and then these women are disappointed when these men cheat on them or won't commit. You're literally trying to date what is effectively a celebrity in your local dating pool, and you are surprised that they are sleeping around. It's kind of hilarious, but also quite sad since it's pretty much a lose-lose scenario for everyone involved except the hottest guys. With the advancements in technology and communications and the proliferation of social media, everything is about looks and very materialistic things when it comes to relationships these days. Social and cultural values have significantly changed over the past few decades. A man's value wasn't always initially only about his looks or social status, which is all you get from dating apps. A man was also considered high value if he came from a good family, had a good education, had a good job, or had a good reputation in the community. He didn't have to be 6'3" as well. And there was a dating ritual, a dance, between men and women that would provide them both with opportunities to be attracted to more than just each other's looks. Women want relationships that they can wave in front of their friends. They want a boyfriend that makes their friends ask, "Does he have a brother?" They want to be able to brag that their natural value drew a man to them that everyone else wanted, but they got him now. This is the paradox of choice. When you believe you have fewer choices, you make the best possible choice from the limited set of options and you're happy. When you think you have access to a limitless amount of choices, you never settle down, always striving for someone better, constantly trading up. Of course, only the top 10% see any action, and everyone else is miserable. Then someone snaps and goes on a shooting rampage. One more thing, men who cheat many times get no respect from other men. If I find out a man cheated on his wife, my respect for him drops through the floor. If you can't be trusted by your wife, why should anyone trust you at all? If you can't be responsible with your wife, the thing you are supposed to love most, you can't be responsible with a position of power and importance. The same is not true for women. Women applaud and drink to the women who are promiscuous and have many partners. It's true. Most women are guided by their emotions, but the emotions are controlled by outside influences that drive them to irrational thinking. They were tricked into thinking they are 10 plus and the man must be perfect, otherwise they aren't good enough. Hence, they end up alone. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support, so please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.